Nestled in California's picturesque Santa Ynez Valley, a landscape of rolling hills and sun-drenched fields, lies a place shrouded in both enchantment and enigma. Ornate gilded gates, once gleaming with promise, guard the entrance to Neverland Ranch, a property that has become synonymous with both childlike wonder and profound controversy. Once upon a time, this sprawling estate was Michael Jackson's personal sanctuary, a refuge from the relentless glare of fame. It was envisioned as a place of magic, wonder, and a complete escape from the often harsh realities of the outside world, a realm where imagination knew no bounds. Neverland was far more than just a home. It was a meticulously crafted, living extension of Jackson's complex and often misunderstood personality, a physical manifestation of his inner world. He poured millions into transforming the ranch into a Peter Pan-inspired paradise, a testament to his enduring love for childhood and fantasy. The grounds were complete with a private amusement park, a menagerie of zoo animals, and even a fairy tale train station, all designed to evoke a sense of childlike joy and limitless possibility. For a time it was a dream made real, a refuge and a source of joy for sick and underprivileged children, offering them a temporary escape from their own hardships. But the magic began to fade as dark allegations and a series of unanswered questions cast a long and ominous shadow over the once gleaming property. Neverland became a potent symbol of both unbridled joy and deep controversy, its very name forever inextricably linked to scandal and public scrutiny. The ranch's whimsical and carefully constructed facade ultimately hid a complicated and troubling reality, one that would eventually overshadow its initial promise. Now its gates stand mostly closed, a stark reminder of a dream deferred and a legacy tarnished. Renamed Sycamore Valley Ranch in an attempt to distance itself from the past, efforts to fully erase its troubled history have largely failed. The ghost of Neverland, and the enduring legacy of Michael Jackson himself, refuses to fade completely from the public consciousness. The property continues to struggle to find a new owner, its potential forever burdened by the weight of its complex and often painful history. It stands today as a silent monument to a spectacular and undeniably controversial legacy, a testament to the heights of fame and the depths of human fallibility. Here, within these boundaries, fantasy and reality collided in a dramatic fashion, ultimately leading to devastating consequences for all involved. The mystery of what truly happened behind those imposing gates still echoes through its now empty gardens, a haunting reminder of secrets untold. Neverland remains a story with no clear or easy ending, a narrative that continues to captivate and confound. Its profound silence is a haunting and enduring reminder of dreams turned to shadows and the enduring power of the past. Michael Jackson first laid eyes on the sprawling property that would become Neverland in 1983. It was a vast expanse of land, ripe with potential and untouched beauty. This initial encounter occurred while he was engaged in filming with Paul McCartney. The two music icons were collaborating, creating what would become a timeless hit. He was utterly captivated by its inherent beauty and the sense of profound isolation it offered, a stark contrast to the frenetic energy of his superstar life. He immediately envisioned it as a blank canvas, a place where he could bring his ultimate fantasy to life, a sanctuary where imagination knew no bounds. In 1988, his vision became reality. He officially purchased the ranch, securing the land that would soon transform into his personal kingdom. He christened it Neverland, drawing inspiration from the timeless tale of Peter Pan, a world where childhood never ends. Jackson yearned to reclaim the innocence and joy of a childhood that, due to his early fame, he felt he had been deprived of. He embarked on a mission to build a world brimming with joy, wonder, and unadulterated innocence, a haven for the child within. He spared absolutely no expense in realizing his dream, enlisting the expertise of top-tier theme park designers and architects. Together, they meticulously crafted a truly unique and enchanting environment, unlike anything the world had ever seen. The sprawling main house, the meticulously manicured gardens, the serene lakes, and the collection of whimsical statues all served as reflections of his unique vision and artistic sensibilities. Neverland quickly transformed into a sanctuary, a haven specifically designed for underprivileged children and those battling terminal illnesses. He frequently hosted grand events and parties, filling the ranch with laughter and joy. For a significant period, Neverland was perceived as a truly magical and benevolent place, a testament to Jackson's generosity. Jackson's well-documented generosity and philanthropic endeavors were widely celebrated and praised by the public. The ranch became a powerful symbol of his desire to share his extraordinary paradise with those less fortunate. But beneath the surface of this idyllic vision, a sense of fragility lingered, hinting at a foundation that was perhaps not as solid as it appeared, destined to be shaken by unforeseen forces. Whispers, rumors, and formal investigations began to circulate with increasing frequency, casting a dark shadow over Neverland. The dream that was once Neverland slowly began its transformation into a hotbed of controversy and public scrutiny. The world's fascination with Neverland only intensified, drawing more and more attention from every corner of the globe. But with this increased attention came an equally intense level of scrutiny, threatening to unravel the carefully constructed facade. The already thin line separating fantasy and reality began to blur beyond recognition, creating a sense of unease and uncertainty. The dream that was once so vibrant and full of life began to slowly unravel, revealing a darker undercurrent. Neverland's story was evolving, becoming something far more complex than just a tale of childlike wonder and joy. It was now a cautionary tale, a stark reminder of the potential cost of attempting to live entirely within the confines of a fantasy. The seeds of scandal had been irrevocably sown, forever altering the narrative of Neverland. Entering Neverland in its prime, one was immediately struck by the sheer scale and ambition of the place. It wasn't just a home, it was a meticulously crafted world. It was like stepping into another world, a realm where fantasy and reality blurred seamlessly. The sprawling grounds seemed to stretch endlessly, promising adventure and escape at every turn. The private amusement park featured a Ferris wheel, offering panoramic views of this extraordinary landscape. Carousel, its painted horses frozen in a perpetual gallop, roller coaster, a miniature thrill ride promising excitement for all ages, and pirate ship ride, permanent professional attractions that rivaled those of any public theme park. Joyful screams and music filled the air, a symphony of childlike delight, creating a constant festival, a perpetual celebration of youth and imagination. Beyond the rides, Jackson's Zoo housed giraffes, their elegant necks reaching for the sky, elephants, majestic creatures that roamed their enclosure with a quiet dignity, flamingos, their vibrant pink plumage adding a splash of color to the landscape, and his famous chimpanzee Bubbles, a beloved companion who often mirrored his owner's playful spirit. The zoo required a full staff, dedicated to the care and well-being of these exotic animals, adding another layer to the fantasy, reinforcing the sense that anything was possible within these gates. Two railways, including the Catherine steam train, a vintage locomotive that evoked a sense of nostalgia, transported guests across the vast property, offering a leisurely tour of its many wonders. The Victorian-style train station and floral clock, a whimsical timepiece crafted from living plants, became iconic landmarks, instantly recognizable symbols of Neverland's unique charm. Custom golf carts and meticulously landscaped grounds with vibrant flower beds and perfectly manicured lawns enhanced the magical atmosphere, creating a sense of tranquility and escape. The main residence blended adult luxury with childlike wonder, a testament to Jackson's dual nature. Arcades filled with classic games that offered endless hours of entertainment, a candy counter overflowing with sweets and treats that delighted both young and old, and a private movie theater where guests could enjoy the latest blockbusters in ultimate comfort. Every detail reflected Jackson's desire, his unwavering commitment, to create a personal utopia, a sanctuary where he could escape the pressures of fame and reconnect with his inner child. Neverland was a strange mix of opulence and innocence, a juxtaposition that defined its unique character, a playground for its owner and his guests, a place where dreams could come true, at least for a little while. The ranch was a living fantasy, a testament to the power of imagination, but also a mirror of Jackson's contradictions, his vulnerabilities, and his deep-seated longing for connection. It was a place where reality was suspended, where the ordinary gave way to the extraordinary, if only for a moment, offering a brief respite from the harsh realities of the outside world. Yet, beneath the surface, behind the smiles and the laughter, the seeds of trouble were already growing, casting a shadow over this seemingly idyllic paradise. Neverland's wonders would soon be overshadowed, its magic tarnished, by darker headlines, allegations and controversies that would ultimately lead to its demise. In 1993, Neverland's perfect image shattered. A 13-year-old guest accused Michael Jackson of abuse, launching a criminal investigation. The world's view of Neverland shifted from wonder to suspicion. Police raided the ranch, searching for evidence and turning the sanctuary into a crime scene. Jackson claimed extortion, but the damage was done. He settled the case for $23 million, never admitting guilt. Supporters saw him as a target. Critics saw the settlement as an admission. The public was divided, and Neverland became a symbol of ambiguity. After the scandal, Jackson grew more reclusive and the ranch's joyful atmosphere faded. The name Neverland was now linked to police raids and disturbing accusations. The magic was tainted, and the cracks in the fantasy were visible to all. Neverland's gates, once symbols of escape, now marked the entrance to a troubled kingdom. The ranch stood wounded, its innocence lost. The world would never look at Neverland the same way again. The story had taken a dark, irreversible turn. The fantasy was forever changed. Jackson tried to restore Neverland's magic, but the shadow of scandal lingered. In 2003, new allegations led to another criminal investigation and a high-profile trial. Prosecutors painted Neverland as a tool for abuse. The defense argued Jackson was a misunderstood, generous man. The ranch itself became evidence, its features dissected in court. Testimonies revealed disturbing details and conflicting stories, deepening the mystery. Was Neverland a paradise lost or a predator's lair? In 2005, Jackson was acquitted, but the verdict didn't clear the air. The experience devastated him. Neverland was no longer a home but a source of pain. Jackson declared he could never return. The kingdom he built had become a place of trauma. The acquittal was a legal victory but a personal defeat. The king was leaving his kingdom for good. Neverland's magic was gone. After his acquittal, Jackson left Neverland and never returned. The ranch, once vibrant, fell silent rides, shut down animals, relocated gardens overgrown. The property decayed, a ghostly symbol of Jackson's fall from grace. Maintaining the empty ranch cost millions and staff was reduced to a skeleton crew. In 2008, Jackson defaulted on a $24.5 million loan and foreclosure loomed. Colony Capital stepped in, saving the ranch but taking majority ownership. Jackson became a minority partner in his own dream world. When he died in 2009, Neverland's future grew even more uncertain. The abandoned kingdom gained a new layer of tragedy. It was the lost paradise of a fallen king, frozen in time. Neverland became a place haunted by memories of joy and sorrow. Its story was now inseparable from Jackson's legacy. The gates remained closed, the dream forever out of reach. After Jackson's death, Colony Capital restored the ranch and tried to sell it. The name reverted to Sycamore Valley Ranch and the price was set at $100 million. But buyers stayed away, wary of the property's notorious past. The price was slashed repeatedly, but the stigma remained. Neverland's history was a liability, not a selling point. Real estate agents touted its features but couldn't escape its legacy. Prospective buyers feared the scandals and the attention from Jackson's fans. The ranch was too famous, too notorious, too haunted by its past. Even billionaires were reluctant to touch it. The curse of Neverland was its inescapable identity. It remained a monument to a dream, and a nightmare. The property sat unsold, a billionaire's bargain no one wanted. Neverland's shadow was too long. Neverland's failure to sell was about more than price or location. Its story became part of its value, and its curse. The ranch is an icon, but its troubled history repels buyers seeking privacy and a clean slate. To fans, it's a shrine. To critics, a place of darkness. Any new owner would inherit a contentious legacy. The property's unique features make it impractical for most uses. In 2020, billionaire Ron Burkle bought it for $22 million, a fraction of the original price. He called it a land banking opportunity, but the sale didn't end the mystery. The property remains private, its future uncertain. The low sale price confirmed its toxic reputation. Neverland's ghost proved too powerful for almost any buyer. The ranch is a beautiful white elephant, too unique and notorious to repurpose. Its story is still unresolved. Today, Neverland sits in quiet limbo, its fate unknown. The ranch is a symbol of fame, wealth, and unanswered questions. It's more than real estate. It's a cultural artifact, a puzzle with no easy solution. The central questions about Jackson and Neverland remain fiercely debated. Its beauty is undeniable, but its history is forever clouded. The final chapter has yet to be written. Will it become a museum, be redeveloped, or remain hidden? Neverland stands as a reminder of the dark side of dreams and the elusive nature of truth. Even the most magical places can harbor deep secrets. The mystery of Neverland endures, waiting for its story's end.